Okay, now I'll give you another example. Let us G equal to S2, the special unitary group of other two, that is. And this contain some elements like this. This is equal to S2, the intersection of S2, S2C, which we have, you have this element. And it contains the element like this. It contains G of GL2C, such that the adjoint of DG equal to G, the adjoint of here will be equal to identity, and also the determinant of G is equal to 1, and this kind of group. So if you complete the algebra of G, which is equal to S2, it contains some element X here over 2 of C, such that for all T element of R, you have the exponential of T X element of the capital the group. What you complete, you don't also this. Then this here will contain the matrix of C, such that from here, this in the group, that means you have this solution. That means that X here and minus this is equal to, that means that Fx here must it will be equal to minus X. And the trace of X is equal to 0. It contains. From here you got it using this fact, and from here you did this fact, you get it. So it's a matrix containing the matrix of order 2 of coefficient C, such that you have this condition. And you can get a basis of each like this. F1, you can complete easily that is a basis like this, is I minus I 0, 0. F2 is put is that 1 minus 1, 0, 0. S3, and we can put it I here, 0, 0, 0. We can get it very, very easy. And we can prove that S1, S2, S3 is a basis of this Lie algebra. And if you compute it, and you have this relation, the bracket F1, S2, if you compute it like is S1, S2 minus S2, S1, if you compute it, you have exactly 2 S3. The same for the bracket of S2, S3. For the bracket of, if you compute also the bracket of S2, S3, you have 2x S1, and also the bracket of S3, S1, you have 2x S2. You just compute, you can put the S2, S3 minus S3, S2, you compute, you have this kind of very, very simple to prove. This is that's a commutation relation between your Lie algebra. Okay, here is a constant source of your this characterize your Lie algebra. And let's complete now the adjoint representation. When T the element of S2 like this. So T must be equal to T S1 plus T S2 plus 3 S3. That is because here S1, S2, S3 is the basis of your Lie algebra. We try to complete the adjoint of T. This, if we complete the adjoint of T, we will complete it for any element of the basis of your Lie algebra. This is equal to T S1 So you can compute it. This one, you have to first of all T, here T1 of S1, which will be equal to 0. This one will be equal to 0 for 1. For 1 is B, this is equal to 0. S2 you have 2 S2 S1 plus T3 S3 S1, which will be equal to 2 T2 S3 minus here, because S2 S1 is 2 S3, and S2 will be equal to minus here. And also you have 2 3 S2 using this solution. And when you complete also the adjoint of T of the second element of your basis, S2, you take T1, the bracket of S1, S2, this one is equal to 0, plus T3, the bracket of T, S2, which will be equal to 2 T1 S3, here will be equal to here minus 2 3 X S1, because S2 S3 is 2 S1, and finally you have this the adjoint of T, the third component of your basis will be equal to this. This will be the T1, the bracket S1, S3 plus T2, the bracket of S2, S3 will be equal to 0. And then you have here, you have S1, S2, you have 2 minus 2 S2 T, if you want, you can put T1 here. So it's better to write 2 T1 like this. Here you have 2 T1 minus 2 T1 S2. Here you have 2 3, you have plus 2 T3 S1. 2 3 is second S1. Then you have this matrix. Then you have the representation, the adjoint representation of there. This kind of matrix. The first one is like this. So you have 0, 2 T3 here, and also you have minus 2 T2. And the second time you have there minus 2 T3, then after is 0, and also you have 2 T1. And here you have what is 2 3, yeah, you have 2 3, and minus 2, I forget 2 here, you have 2 T1 here, so you have minus 2 T1 after you get 0. This will have the adjoint representation of this kind of, you get this matrix for all T, T1, T2, T2 in your face, which is also the complex number, which is the recursive number, the element of the basis field, your basis field of your Lie algebra, which will be like algebra over C. You get to something like that, So you have this, and you have already the adjoint of the representation of your adjoint of representation. Then you know already that this adjoint representation, you prove it already that it's just the derivative of at E of the adjoint of your group. You prove it already. Then from here you can prove any that this, since it is an isomorphism, of this Lie algebra. T is the SU2. Yeah, the element here, the trace is will be equal to 0. It for S22 is the isomorphism of the adjoint this algebra. But first of all, we can say that the adjoint of the if you compute if you compute first of all this kind of it. If you compute first of all, let us denote the Killing form of this. Let us compute the Killing form of TTT. If you compute this kind of Killing form, it's just the trace of the adjoint of T square. Because the Killing form of T square, I remind that the Killing form of S1, S2 is the trace of the adjoint of S1, adjoint of F2, F3. It's just the definition of the Killing form of it. Because this algebra is also semi-simple. You can compute this kind of Killing form of this is the trace of this. Okay. No need to study that it's missing or not. We have this sum. And from the case here, if you compute it, maybe you'll be equal to T1 square plus T2 square plus T3 square. If you compute, you get something like that. And for all j in your group, and if you compute the Killing form of the adjoint of the adjoint, capital adjoint of G T, the adjoint of J T will be okay. Easy that is like this. The T is part of this. Then you can if you are this form. Then you can for all j which is the element of this group, the adjoint of j, which is invariant by the Killing formula. This is the element of O3, orthogonal group of other three. Because you have this condition. And now we try to study something. The SU2 is connected. And is connected. SU2 is connected. Then the adjoint of SU2 is also connected. Is connected also. Because the adjoint is the homomorphism of Lie algebra is connected, of Lie group is connected. It's also connected and contain E. Contain the unique element E like this. The unique element like this. Then the adjoint of SU2 is contained in the identity component of the I call it the identity component. Identity component of O3, denoted by the O30 like this. Because this is connecting the unit element, the adjoint will be connected also, will contain the identity element of which will be equal to containing this. Now, since the adjoint here is is that this is the derivative of the adjoint of it at E is an isomorphism. Is an isomorphism of SU2 onto SO2 like this. O2. These are this one. Then the adjoint of here, the adjoint of this group SU2 will contain the component of 3 like this. That means that the image of the adjoint representation will be contained to the O of 3 like this, of this kind of thing. Then you have this is always the image is contained here. Then from if you complete 1 here and 2, from 1 and 2, for 1 and 2, you see that the image here, the image of the adjoint of here is exactly like this. It contains what I'm going to say. You have this kind of They contain the component here. Contain is equal to the component of this, the identity component of this, which is exactly where O3 component of this is just equal to SO3. What we are going to prove, the identity component of this kind of the group of order 3 like this. So the map here, so the map SU2 to XO3, which is also surjective. Also surjective using what we are going to we just prove here is surjective, and also when we complete the kernel of the adjoint of here will be exactly for this contain actually this kind of element here. Then using the theorem of nomomorphism, using the SU2 quotient that the I here is exactly isomorphic to SO3. It's isomorphic to SO3. Here you can deduce that SU2 exactly the covariant group of SO3. That's the SU2 is a covariant group of F3. It is a covariant group of SO3. You can do it like this. What I'm going to prove. Also in this remark or on this example, we prove also that we complete first of all the adjoint representation of the linear algebra SU2. After you complete also this conversion. Then if you have this continue the same two is why the same have the same linear algebra. So you can deduce that the linear algebra of this will be equal to the linear algebra of this. When you have J, which is equal to J, G prime, the covariant group here, then they have this one, the covariant group, then the two have the same linear algebra. Then the linear algebra of J will be equal to the linear algebra of J prime, something like that. Because this is a simple algebra, the linear algebra of SU2 will be equal to the algebra of J. Just a remark. Okay, thanks.